Scott Morgan, morganstudios.com. Today we're going to go over how to play the right-hand part of the Force theme. In the video description I have a link to a bitmap with the music. This music is actually in fakebook style. It's a goal for me to teach you how to read fakebook style. As far as the notes you see written here, you'll only see the right-hand part. But the little letters above you'll recognize as chord symbols. Those will let you play the left-hand part, and you can play the left-hand part however you want to, as long as you're using the chord symbols that are indicated there. For now, let's just go to the right-hand part, the melody. As far as the rhythm goes here, I just want to point out that, as with any John Williams Star Wars theme, these are subject to change throughout the movies. He does little variations on them, and so this is not the definitive way of playing the Force theme. There's more than one way of doing it. This is just one way that I've picked. Yeah, you could modify the rhythm in it. You'd probably find a version like that in the movie somewhere. One thing I don't think I've gone over very well in the previous videos is what this 3 here means above some of these notes. Those basically indicate triplets. This is probably the best example right here that I'm focusing in on. Normally, eighth notes here with beams on them, like this would be a good example. There's 2 to a beat, right? Well, in this case, we're putting a 3 here to indicate that they're a little bit faster than these types of eighth notes. Here you're going to have 3 to a beat. So if your beat is, it'd be 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and the ones before it a little bit slower. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and. So this little phrase right here is 1 and triplet, 1 and triplet, if I repeated it. So here it gets a little bit faster. And here, it's still, remember, a quarter note is like 2 eighth notes. So this is the first 2 parts, and then this one is the 3rd eighth note in this little sequence. So if you're to play a figure that looks like this, or this, it's kind of a little swing thing. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. And you could subdivide it as you're playing. Da, 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 da. You hear I'm accenting the downbeat. Da, 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 da. And then this example here is another example of the same kind of thing, except this time you're playing the second 2 of the triplets. So this first one is this is an 8th rest, so you're leaving that one silent. So bop bop, bop bop, bop bop. Right after and leading up to the next beat. Okay, so let's get down to the keyboard part. Now the first 2 notes are an E to an A, which is a pretty big jump, and then it kind of goes linearly from there up to the next note on the keyboard, which is a B, then a C, then a D. So I'm going to reflect that on my hand by making a little leap here. And then I want to shift. There's multiple ways to finger this, by the way, and I don't even play it the same way every time myself, but this is just one way I'm going to show you to do it. And I'm going to hold that down. I'm going to switch fingers while I'm holding that down, because that's a pretty long note. It's 2 beats long, that A right there. And then I'm going to go up. So we just played da 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 right there. And remember, these are 16th notes, so they're really fast, and they're leading up to the next beat. And then I'm going to stretch back down. I'm going to do the little trick again. And now I'm going to do a really big stretch. But I'm going to keep this finger up here. Like that. So let's do the whole part again. Like that. So at this point on the music, we're right there is where we left off. And now we're going to go down to here again. So we just played this part. Dun, 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 dun. And now we have a big jump to make going way up to this A up here. So what I'm going to do is a little trick. We ended right here. I'm going, instead of playing it with my third finger like I normally do, I'm going to play it with my thumb. And that lets me stretch out and grab that A up there. So let's do this little passage again. Like that. And then we're back down the octave. And I'm going to play this next little part for and demonstrate how that goes along with the last note. So we ended right here. Stretch my hand out, grab the octave. And now I'm going to play this little arpeggio here with one finger to each note. So let's do that little part again. So let's go over the whole thing real quick. And that's it for the right hand. Thanks.